Talk TV, my people. Big up to all the respecters out there that really support the thing. Right now, we've got another video about the 7th gang, you know. If you didn't see my last video, go and check it out. But this is a follow-up to that last video. Big up Scarcity Studios. I don't always agree with what you say, but I like to use your content now and again to break certain things down, what's going on. Right. The rapper, UK drill artist, CB, got 23 years, fam. He's in his 20s and he's getting 23 years, fam. So, do you think when he comes out he's still going to have a career? Or do you think his career is just over? Because he's already in his 20s, he's getting 23 years. He might be doing half of that regardless. But if you're going to come out and do the same antics and do the same type of things, you're just going to end up going back in, my peoples. So do you think he's going to have a career when he comes out? Do you think his fans are still going to care about him while he's in there? Oh my god, further ado, let's just get into the story and we break it down as we get along. Come on.
Times we take them trips. I was walking around with a 3-8 spin. How many times did I take that risk? How many times did they shoot and miss? How many times did they touch civilians, then try and rap and claim that shit? How many lads been taking shit?
Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.
Yeah, like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel too.
For each of them, CB, 23 years.
Can you believe it?
This group was caught after a police chase that in the East London area where they was caught with shotguns, weapons, masks, Halloween masks. And there was up on these charges of, I'm going to bring up the court papers to see what there was on. The judge...
Did you just hear what he said? I'm going to bring up the court papers. Listen, man. Look, Scarcity Studios, bro. I love your content, bro. But I just can't agree with some of the things you say, man. Like, you don't need to bring up court papers. You don't need to dig too deep into people's past when you just broadcasting the story, man. I know some people ain't up to date with what's going on the roadside. But just tell them the crimes. Tell them what happened. Leave it as that. Now you're going to dig into the paperwork. And I know exactly what you're going to do right now. You're going to show his real name. All of that stuff. But anyway, let's just get into it, my people. Let's see what's really been happening, because this has been a requested story. So I thought, you know what, let me just throw it up as part 2 to the first one I done.
It was Mark Dennis QC. This is CB's court papers. This is Likan Akinsoji. Judge was Mark Dennis. He was 21 years old. Firearm with intent to endanger life to enable another person to, by the means to endanger life.
And you see that custodial, immediate. So as soon as he got nicked, fam, he got took straight away, bro. Straight away.
So that was a conspiracy to cause.
Yeah, for those that don't know, when he was getting chased by the police, he put a shotgun out the window, pointed it at the police car and stuff like that, and they actually shot into the car and all that stuff. Go and check out my part 1 to this story. But yeah, man, man like CB and his boys was going on cruddy, fam. You get me? Like, I know a lot of people ain't up to date with this story, but just go and do your research and check it out, man. Let's get it.
So he potentially was trying to, he may have had an intention, even though they determined that the firearm had not been fired during that evening at all, that the shotgun hadn't been let off. They were stopped after reports from witnesses.
The shotgun wasn't let off. So, alright, like in the first episode that I done of CB, yeah, if the shotgun wasn't fired off in the area, it wasn't fired off at the police. Was the police that scared when he held it outside the window? They fired couple shots into his car. It's kind of weird. You're hearing a lot of evidence come out, because in the first one, yeah, they're saying he handed it out, he held the gun out the window, he didn't fire no shots, but the police still fired shots into the car that CB was in wielding the gun. Now you're hearing CB did not fire no shots at all, so no one got hurt that night or nothing. He just wielded the gun. They could have just, like, you know, spun the car out of control from the back, make them just like come to immediate stop. But they decided to start shooting into the car. These police are over here are just getting so trigger happy. Nothing ain't changing, man. It's getting worse. It's starting to spread from the USA over to here as well, because police are getting trigger happy over here. They're getting more aggressive over here. You know what I mean? They're getting more stereotypical over here. It's just getting ridiculous. But they say we ain't got enough funding for the police over here. Let me know your views on that anyway. Further ado.
Gun.
This is the actual car chase.
big shock to all of CB's fans, all these fans, because at the end of the day, he was a drill musician. He was a musician. Drill is a music, no matter how.
Oh, shut up. Listen, man. Listen, I'm not being funny, but you cannot be surprised about what just happened to CB. If you actually listen to his lyrics, listen to what the brother was talking about, you knew it was only going to end up two ways. This brother was either going to end up in jail doing some long ass time, or he's going to end up getting smoked on the road, because you just can't beef the whole of your life, bro. You just can't keep beefing and beefing and beefing. So he was either going to get slapped down, or he was going to end up in jail. And all the fans obviously knew that, because certain guys in the UK drill scene, yeah, certain men are real serious members, and they're actually doing what they're talking about. So me being a fan of his music, I wasn't surprised. I knew it was going to end up this way. It was only a matter of time. Like, from the things he says in these songs, man, you just knew it was coming. He's reckless. He don't care. Loose cannon. You see what I'm saying? But let's get it.
Much they want to pretend it isn't. It is a genre. He has millions of YouTube views for his songs, and he was a talented writer in that regard. What he spoke about, it wasn't necessarily positive, but ban the music, you can remove it, and that's what they did with CB. A lot of the Newham Council was aware of his videos, and they took off a lot of his stuff.
Yeah, but I don't see why,
etc. A lot of them, and the people
like, what I don't understand, what is the point in taking artists? Let me turn this down for a second. What's the point in taking artists' music down, if they're only rapping about what they're seeing, what they're taking part in, and what's around them? Some of them are blatantly just telling the truth. The government doesn't want those certain stories and messages to get out. This is why they target a lot of the UK music artists. I'm not going to say UK drill gangs, and all that don't even make sense. UK artists get targeted, period. If you know, then you know. Come on. There's so many other names to mention before we even get to drill. Come on.
To other drill members from the judge. Yes,
you hear him, drill members. They're just man them that roll with him.
He was up for was 16 years. So how on earth they got to 23 years is beyond me. So for the legal system to our foreign subscribers, it work out to potentially half if they're good. But after you serve a certain amount of time, sometimes your parole isn't as early. So, but at the same time, the prisons are over full, so you never know. But that's still 10, 12 years. That is crazy. Do you know what I mean? That's a big chunk of your life.
Yeah.
They're throwing away. Do I believe
you can't believe it, can you, bro?
No,
I know you can't believe it.
That. I think the judge really made an example of him.
Nah, not really, mate. Them guys, they're chilling back in jail. They don't care, bro.
Young child.
Bro, they're made for the road, fam.
Gangs, brothers, dads, whatever, they're born into it. So how can you initially blame somebody for an environment they've been brought into? They've made bad decisions.
Thank you. Yo, Scar City, big up yourself. You made a good point, you know, mate. You made a very good point in what you said. You can't blame people for what they rap about and what they see, because it's what they're in, it's what they're living in, it's their environment, bro. If you woke up every day and saw fighting outside your door, or saw someone getting shot outside your door, or you saw someone selling drugs outside your door, and you suppose just to rap about it, it's the truth, bro. You're rapping about what you're seeing, what you're around, what you're involved in, and you'll be rapping about what you're doing too, so you can't really blame the artists. It's not the music to blame. It's the environment they're in. How thick are people out there? You need to really understand it. It's not the drill music. Taking the drill music down is not going to solve any situations out there that we're facing on the road. It's the environments that they are in. Not every single young black youth or young guy on the road is a bad boy, is a bad man. Half of them ain't even that. Some of them are just normal civilians, but they just wear the clothes that look like other dudes. Like, I'm being honest out there. Not every bad man on the road is a cold-hearted person. Some of them have got manners, you know. Some of them hold respect. And then you got the loose cannons. The loose cannons, that's what everyone's talking about right now. All the loose cannons. All the real ones out there. Them man, they keep quiet about everything, fam. You get me? But anyway, who am I to say anything? I'm just reporting on this video.
Decisions, that's correct, but they're also, a lot of them suffer from post-traumatic stress.
Yeah.
Anywhere goes, they know who they still scoring goals. Anywhere. When I get round on smoke, I tell you ain't involved. You will never take that risk. Sit sit back, laugh for the gang.
Like, have you ever thought a lot of them go through a lot of depression, post-traumatic stress? A lot of them are just fully stressed out. A lot of them are probably bipolar and they don't even know it. Like, can you believe it? A lot of these drill artists out there talk about a lot of violence and all the violence they have seen, played a part in, witnessed and everything like that. Don't you think that that damages the mind for these young youth nowadays to just see violence on the road and they're so immune to it? Don't you think that's a part of the problem? All the violence and all these crazy things that all these young youth see from young on the road are becoming immune to it. Do you think that is normal? Ain't that taking on stress? It isn't normal to see someone dead. It isn't normal to see someone shot. It isn't normal to just see someone with thousands and thousands of pounds and, you know, getting it from badness and shit. Like, it's not normal or what is going on the road. Nothing is normal now. But everybody is so numb to the fact and normalized to all of this violence and all this materialism. It's because it's been pushed in your face from young. So when people see other people outraging, killing, stabbing, doing all of this stuff, they're thinking, oh, them guys are crazy. It's really bad what they're doing. But if you think about it, they're the same guys, they're the same people watching this happen every day. And then they just start relaying it into their own life in some sort of fashion. I don't know. A lot of them are depressed and stressed. Listen to the words they're actually saying. They're talking about what they're witnessing every single day. Some man can't even go up the road. Think about how stressful that must be. Some people need to stop blaming the music and actually listen to it. A lot of them are crying out for help. Real talk, let's get it.
How they rap when they ain't on piss. Niggas wanna talk about riding. Whole day trying to take off strips. No face, no case, no witness. No case, no trace, no print.
Yeah, it's another drill rapper, just another mental sentence. Didn't imagine that it would be CB. I mean, Young Diz, who is his musical rival, has just got off on 3 gun charges. From what I know of the case, he was caught with 3 guns in a car with some other men, and they've just got off with that case. So I'm not sure what that was really lucky. Do you know what I mean? CB obviously not that lucky on this occasion.
It's not about being lucky, bro.
5 man, about 5 run, and the other got banged with his right hand.
I don't know what the future holds for them. Who's going to be the next generation? They've still got Whoosh and stuff like that. So I don't know, but please like, comment, share, subscribe. Listen.
Certain artists are just so real that they shouldn't even rap because they just implicate themselves and end up self-snitching on themselves. And then you got the other group of artists that just rap just to get claim clout and be that one. And then you got artists out there that really want to rap to get out of the hood and they only tell stories of past times and talk about situations around them. So, it's not the music, my people. It's the lifestyle that everyone lives. And it's up to you, the lifestyle you choose. Sometimes you can't choose where you live, but you can choose the situations you get yourself into. And I leave that thought on your head. Till the next time, my people, you know what to do, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe, only if you feel like it. Real Talk TV's out.